Ah, the holiday feeling that starts in the air. Then you emerge from the clouds to a place where your time is your own, where you have the freedom to be happy-go-lucky or pamper yourself in the lap of luxury, where you can dive into adventure, nourish your body and feed your soul. A place where you can plan every step or take it as it comes. This is your Samoan holiday, and it's always gonna be beautiful. Beautiful Samoa.
Samoa, we are Samoa. Now we are, now we are Samoa, we are Samoa.
We come from the greatest navigators the world has ever seen. And like the daring voyagers of the past, we engage in the same pursuit to go further, to go higher, faster, stronger. 24 countries, 4,000 athletes, one in spirit. Samoa 2019 Pacific Games. Samoa, we on.
Malo le soifua maua, warm Pacific greetings. Welcome to beautiful Samoa, home of the 16th Pacific Games. Warm welcome to you all from our studio here at Faleata Sports Complex.
This is the biggest sport event in the Pacific, coming to you live every day over the next 2 weeks in HD to the Pacific and Sky Sport in New Zealand and to the world on the Olympic Channel.
Now, the opening ceremony kicked off last night at Apia Park, and what a spectacular showcase of culture and pride. 5,000 athletes are here in Samoa, making this the biggest games ever, and 24 nations competing in 27 sports.
There was an overflow of patriotism for all the 24 nations in attendance, all representing their beautiful cultures. It was an emotional opening.
I cried.
Which truly represented the spirit of the Pacific Games, one in spirit. Those 3,000 students did an extraordinary job. Samoa should definitely be very proud.
Very proud indeed. Now, they're calling this the Miracle Games because Samoa had 14 months to prepare when original host Tonga was unable to host. But hey, it was even a miracle to have the opening ceremony at Apia Park last night, as we had a lot of rain leading up to the opening.
The heavens opened up to bless the lead up to the opening of the Pacific Games, and it definitely cleared up just before the start for all the festive display of cultures. The atmosphere was electric and the enthusiasm and excitement was overflowing.
Absolutely.
What a start that was.
Now, would love to share this warm weather. It's close to around 29 degrees at the moment, mostly cloudy with some showers here.
We will take you to the many events happening every day from the Faleata Sports Complex at Tuanaimatu to the capital city Apia and across to the west to Mulifanua and across to Apolima Strait to Salelolonga Savai'i. Let's have a look at some of the venues now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. We've got over 8 hours.
Introducing the venues for the upcoming Samoa 2019 Pacific Games. Apia Park, home of the ceremonies, athletics, rugby league 9s, rugby 7s and tennis. Whangali'i Golf Course, NUS Gym, Songi Recreational Park, Samoa College Hall. The Apia Waterfront. Gym 1, the home for judo, powerlifting and weightlifting. Samoa football field. Faleata cricket ovals. Samoa squash courts. Faleata sports field. Gym 2. Harvest Centre. Faleata Lawn Bowl Green. Samoa Aquatic Centre. Multi-Sport Centre. Don Bosco. Mulifanua. Samoa is games ready. We are.
Rona, I must say, even Samoa should deserve a gold already for these amazing venues. They've had 14 months. I know that they've had the infrastructure already in the past, but it's amazing that they've had a lot of work done to them to be ready for the games.
Most definitely. They've had a lot of help, and I think China played a huge part in the renovation of some of the venues. The new multiple facility gym that we have now, where the badminton is going to be, that wasn't even here like 14 months ago. So it's been amazing, and it's been a huge effort by a lot of organizations and a lot of people in Samoa coming together. Yeah. What is your favorite sports, and which venue would you think?
I'm looking forward to the nines today. Yeah, I can't wait to see the action from the many countries. You know, we're passionate about league as well.
Oh, yes.
So it's going to be amazing. There is a real buzz of excitement here in Samoa. It's the third time that they're hosting the games, and thousands of students from primary to high school level have adopted a country from the 24 nations participating in the games. Well, here's schools who are singing, who adopted the nations, and they also learned the national anthems of all these nations, 24. So for me, a real highlight was hearing the Tongan national anthem at Vailele School. It was amazing. The pronunciation, the passion, they may as well become Tongans as well, I tell you.
You can adopt them.
That's right, yeah. I'll adopt the whole school. What about yourself? What are some of the highlights for you in terms of the schools and them embracing the nations that are here?
I mean, 24 schools, more than 24 schools, in fact, all around Upolu, and we also have 2 primary schools from Savaii that learned the cultures, that we actually crossed over to Upolu to perform the cultures and to perform the national anthem. What a welcome for all our spectators and all our athletes and everyone that has come to attend the Pacific Games. This is the true spirit of the Pacific. It's all about celebrating our cultures, and Samoa definitely should be proud of the Adopt a Nation program that was organized by the Ministry of Education.
Yeah. All right, now let's have a look at this video here. It's a clip to explain the concept.
The Digicel Adopt a Country program is taking Samoa by storm. The program encourages schools to adopt a country competing in the games and to learn the national anthem, decorate the school using the theme One in Spirit, and green the games by starting a school garden. Over Over the coming 50 days, we will showcase how schools are working one in spirit as Samoa prepares to host the games. Samoa, we on.
Samoa, we on. As you can see, we're ready for anything. It's now, we've got some showers here in Apia. It's around 28 degrees. And as I mentioned, rain is a bit of a blessing here in the Pacific. And let's hope it'll pause to accommodate some of the events that are unfolding. What's coming up today, Ronna?
Yes, let's check out the games. It has begun today, and we have basketball,
Yes.
nines, beach volleyball, and football.
Speaking of basketball, we have the men's team. We have 8 representing Fiji, Guam, New Caledonia, PNG, Tonga, Samoa, Solomon Islands, and Tahiti. Guam won gold last time. And in the women's division, we have American Samoa, Cook Islands, PNG, Samoa, Fiji, Guam, New Caledonia, and Tahiti. It was Fiji who won gold. And speaking of gold, let's find out who's playing today, Ronna.
Let's go across to the basketball court now. There's
behind us.
Fiji versus Cook Islands.
Cook Islands ball. 7 seconds to take a shot. Pressure is on. Doesn't take it. Goes to the hoop.
Got it.
Ooh, off the bank.
She got it.
Kalisi. Supuanga Te Awaroa makes a great shot. Great move first and then steps in. Feeds it up the bank and then it goes. Defeating inside. Fiji. Doesn't go. No foul called by the ref. Play continues. Cook Islands on the attack the other way. 25-19 right now. Cook Island feeling good. Feeding down low. They're going to go again.
If they get another...
Litava Whippy on
They
defense.
got it!
Oh, a foul on Litava Whippy. She's asking the ref. That's an elbow, but it's an and one. Cook Island's away. One more coming.
Did she get it? Let's have a look at it here. Swings back around. Beautiful.
Yes.
And the Cook Islands say thank you. They say thank you. Now, they've got to score now. They must score here.
With 20 seconds, Jasmine Davis pass it inside. Oh, great pass again. Doesn't go.
Rolled on the outside. The Cook Islands are certainly putting up a fight.
8 more seconds.
First quarter second, now going to halfway. The Cook Islands have certainly fought back. Nope. Hello. Four points in it, ladies and gentlemen, as we count down on this first match of the basketball competition.
3 ball. Oh, big shot there.
Could we have an upset?
Kezia Lewis, their leading scorer in last year's competition, has come down big again.
Oh, Fiji
Really?
got it. Fiji's got it. They're 1 point. They got back up again. But Cook Islands are still in this. The countdown's on. Will they go for a 3? Will she go for 3? 2! There's 1 point in it. 1 point in it. Fiji got the ball.
Now, 2 seconds. They have to do it up. Refs are calling it too late. but they had a shot. No timeouts. They had to bring it back rushed. And that's it. 2-point win for Fiji over the stunning throwback by Cook Islands, just fighting back.
6 minutes and 30 remaining of the first quarter. Solomon Islands, what do they have? They're trying to look inside, nothing there. Here we go, the number 23. Watch out, Alex. He's got to let it go. Oh! They needed that. They needed that. He was listening to you. Put it beautifully in the slot, didn't he? Top of the keyway and well done. Wow. Augustin is trying to look for a way, nothing there. Oh, it's too short. Here's the 3. Oh, yes. Stolen there by Moses Luane again. Papua New Guinea with the ball. Euro step. Unable to finish, but young Cornelius Murray. I think I can hear Calgary from here. Right, they're into a full court press. The PNG team. Solomon Islands just need to play cool, get it over the halfway line. Boardman, what's he got? Strong to the hoop. Here's Boardman. Tries to sneak it past him. Stolen there to Marty and... Does it get any easier? Is that the right way or not? There. Here's Lloyd. Marty will settle things down. Get back into their motion offense. Oh, good play. Little switch there on the back. Oh, here's Luffy. Well done. Moses Luffy, the number 1. He's come on and just been able to provide a bit of spark for Solomon Islands. Bit of heart. Well, he's fresh. Turn it over again, PNG. Luffy is looking for 2 in a row. Turned it over. The wrong man. Should have gone himself. He's up here. Lays it in for 2. Port Moresby goes wild. Well, I look down, I see they're thinning out a little bit. I think they might have thought this is a foregone conclusion. They may have gone on to watch another event. But look, if you can't get to an event, just tune on and watch all the action here as we broadcast the 16th edition of the Pacific Games. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd right to Marty. Back to Lloyd. Good play. Yeah, just keeping the ball alive. Keeping the quality play. And the number 11, Basia. Busy Basia. He's a big. Gives it to his captain. Sorry, no, that's Alex. He'll shoot a 3. He's not afraid. Can't get it to go. That's Aaron with the rebound. Moses, a picker. To Banduru. Yes. Well done. And Banduru gets his first points of the tournament as well. 86-48. Last 10 seconds remaining. Well, looks like PNG will have the last final quarter. Pass out to Anderson. Tries a 3. Can't connect. Charles Parappa will try it. And that's it. That's the end of the ball game. Go left. Right. We'll just make sure he gets it in the bag. He does. 2 from 2. Shoot it. It doesn't. Oh, great pass inside. Scott just slipped. The ball slipped. He was in the air. He was about to put it in. Slipped out of his hand. Oh, he gets it back. Here he goes again. Oh, he's psyched up, the big guy. He'll be hoping to, you know, get him on a bit of a flow. There's one.
Good shots. Well, 8-second shot clock. We've got to get rid of it again. Joshua with the ball. They're counting down with him. I think it's a travel. Yes.
That was obvious.
The number 6 for Tahiti. Teva. Scott, big rebound.
And Derek Scott is anxiously awaiting to add to the Tahitian score.
Less than a minute to go. Second quarter. Still anyone's ball game. Landry making them pay. Yes, he does. Okay, he's going to go all the way. And Josh can't finish. No basket. Then we've got a ball game. Halftime, Fiji 34, Tahiti 30. This is the business end of it. Joshua heavily marked there by...
That's fair. That was fair.
Good play.
I know you keep trying to milk fouls all the time.
Strong move in.
Is that it or not?
Yeah, it's in.
Well, that's unbelievable. Fouled out the captain.
See if Henry can put away this. Yep. Fiji up by 1.
Terrific shot. They're up on their feet. Why wouldn't they be?
Playing smart defense and making Tahiti pay.
Pretty hot and steamy in here, I can assure you.
More contact.
All the way through.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable. You just need a cool head and steer the ship.
The changeover now. Oh, passed it to who? The wrong man.
Weeks as Marcus takes his free throw. Misses the second just.
Yeah, but gee, if I was Tahiti, I'd just throw it straight down the other end, play it in the end quarter. Exactly. Here we go. There it is, Derek. There it is.
So there you go. Fiji coming away winners there. Have to fight hard for that one. Fiji 80, Tahiti 66.
Well, we get started now for our final game of the afternoon. It's been a terrific afternoon. There's been over 410 points. Oh, straight away!
Samoa coming in aggressive in the beginning of this game. Honda pass inside, doesn't go. Samoa going the other way.
What a way to start.
22-3 the score right now. Explosive start for Samoa.
It's dynamite.
And there's a foul there. Now she's going to go to the line again. I think New Caledonia just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Just all these unnecessary fouls. A bit too aggressive, too hard on the defense, leading to these fouls. Now there's 2 more for Samoa to shoot. What a great start for them. 2 wins for both teams today, both the men and women teams. New Caledonia is still trying to find the post. Poor pass.
Throw it to nobody.
Inside. New Caledonia puts up a three ball down. So that's finally a basket for New Caledonia since for the last 6 minutes they were without a point. Give it to Aufui, whips it out, another three for Samoa. Nails the 3-point. And another turnover for Samoa right there. Doesn't capitalize, but they get the rebound. Cherish off the bank.
Oh, it's a tsunami of points. And they're coming all Samoa's way. Caledonia finally get their numbers on the board.
Picking up some life there. Now 2 straight possessions with scoring abilities. They need to give some more possessions to their star players. Make them do the work. Here's Cherish, a 3-ball. If I'm New Caledonia's coach, I'm thinking, how am I going to break Samoa's defense? Because they're playing an option zone, so they switch off every time there's a screen. Another missed 3 right there. Samoa trying to continue this aggressive attack.
So New Caledonia now trying to pick up some of the scraps to try and get them to the first quarter with a reasonable score. Just doesn't want to go in.
Just a little over a minute and a half left to go, and they've only scored 8 points. And that's the responsibility of New Caledonia's guards. They need to take care of the ball better.
Well, at the moment, I think they need to try and get hold of the ball. What about? Oh! You can't get any better than that.
I guess that's what she was waiting for. They wanted to make threes later. I guess it paid off.
They're heading towards that 100.
One more basket. New Caledonia.
Good try.
Tries to answer back with a 3 of their own. Haven't been able to get it going the entire game.
Will they do it with a 3 or not, do you think?
I think it'd be grand to do it with a 3. They've been shooting 3s all game. Fortunately, they went down low. She gets fouled. She's going to the line to shoot 2.
So that'll take her up to 100.
Summer has scored in majority of the possessions here in this last 3-minute stretch for Samoa. And she's going to the line to shoot those 2 free throws.
There's 99. And the crowd know it too. They know it. They're waiting for the 100.
I feel a celebration coming for Team Samoa if she makes this free throw.
Oh, not tonight. There's the 100. There's the 100. Anybody think it was a World Cup cricket match?
Yeah. But now, New Caledonia shouldn't let up. Just because that gap is there, keep playing.
They're not going to let up. 106. That'll be your final score.
Great team win for Samoa there.
333 points scored for and 247 points against. So we've had a marvellous day of action, well over 500 points.
Number 2, Hade Sangari. Number 4, Bonnie Pride. Number 5, Michael Bosso. Number 7, Atkin Kawa.
Post. That was a lucky let-off for Tuvalu. That was very close to being the opening goal of the games. Take a breath, because Tuvalu on their first attack of the match, and this could be, that could have been a very telling moment just for a moment there. It looked like Tuvalu were actually going to score completely against the run of play. And here's a great opportunity for Solomon Islands, and there they go. Well, what's 1-0, beautiful finish for Solomon Islands. Nicely taken, nice finish by the man who plays his football in Suva in Fiji, Gagame Feni, his 22nd appearance today, and he's going to remember it for sure. Tanito knocking it inside and going for the return. Lovely pass, and this should be, and indeed is, 2-0 for Solomon Islands. Just what I was calling for, really. Swift one-touch passing, and does the damage. The yellow card that comes out. Tuilangi is the first to go into the referee's notebook. Possibly not as bad a challenge as it looked, actually. Again, nice little interchange there, but Tuvalu this time a bit sharper, managed to get the clearance, but haven't got it away far enough. And Tutori surely, very generous. After you, says Benji Tutori. He squares the ball to his teammate, and that makes it 4-0. More opportunities here, you would think, for Solomon Islands. Again, Tuvalu in defence, I'm afraid. So the reverse angle here, the keeper was really left stranded, and in the end it was a decent finish because that ball easily could have drifted out. They've gone back to retrieve the ball. Akinkawa, who scored goal number 10. And another yellow card for Tuvalu on that occasion. Weaving his way through. Really, yes, rather over-egging pudding, as they say, but he gets a second chance. Couple of good saves there by Katepo Usua in the goal for Tuvalu. And the referee has decided that that is enough. You would think Solomon Islands are going to be in the shake-up here at the Pacific Games, but hard to read based on such a one-sided contest as that which we've seen today. The final score is Tuvalu 0, Solomon Islands at 13, so not a happy return to the Pacific Games for Tuvalu. Less than ideal conditions here in RPL on day one of the 2019 Pacific Games. Richard Hewitt with you, bringing you coverage of the men's football tournament. This is our third match of the day as New Zealand threaten once again, but just reciprocated by the Tongan defence. As I mentioned, third match of the day that we're covering. We have one more game to go. The host nation in action this evening against what I suspect will be a very strong Papua New Guinea team. Samoa will certainly do well to get anything out of that game against a team I consider to be one of the favourites for this competition now that they've got most of their best players back. A number unavailable for a while because of domestic problems as New Zealand look to get a fifth goal. Rogerson is the man, and that's a hat-trick for the captain. Again, taking advantage of the conditions to slide the ball into the net. I'm sure their mothers won't be impressed with having to watch this kid after the game. Taken by number 7, Ollie White. Went for the near post, well defended on that occasion by two Tongan defenders, but still in New Zealand's possession. Rogerson is hanging around again, looking for a fourth goal for him. And a 6th for his team. The ball finds its way into the net, but the referee's whistle has already gone. Rogerson again. That was an ever-present threat, but now he's got a bit of a knock and looks in a certain amount of distress. The ball's still going. I don't know whether he felt he hadn't hit it quite the way he wanted to, but it ended up in the back of the net. Maybe he just doesn't like being rained on. Here was Jordan Spain on the right-hand side with this lovely cross that took the goalkeeper completely out of the equation. And Rogerson had the pretty easy task of heading the ball down and into the net. That was the first of his goals on the 28-minute mark. New Zealand 3 up at that stage. And then very quickly Rogerson had another one, sliding in. And he and the ball end up in the back of the net. Which is a bit painful, that actually, but I doubt he was complaining. There's a second goal for Rogerson and a 4th for New Zealand. And then shortly after that, Rogerson completed his first half hat-trick. Again, Tonga really a bit slow off the mark. And the defence carved open, and Rogerson, the captain, sliding in, this time avoiding the back of the net. So that was 5. Goalkeeper there. Another good save, although the rebound was posing more problems for the Tongan defence. And eventually, the ball fell to number 8. Number 8 being Lockie McIsaac, scored his second goal of the first half. And looked really quite fed up about it, to be honest. I don't know if it was just the rain that was bothering him or whether he felt it should have been a better shot. But hey, you just scored a goal for your country. What's to complain about? Nice cross there, and that led to another goal scored by number 19, Byron Heath. That was the 7th goal, just before half-time. Possibly for a bang on the goalkeeper, maybe for an offside. But either way, it's not another goal for New Zealand at this stage, but you get the sense that another goal is not too far away. Decent interception there by Tonga. Now, can they play their way out? This is the question. Possibilities here. This is the best attack they've had, really, in the game so far. Can they at least get a penetrating ball into the New Zealand penalty area? The answer to that is a pretty swift no, unfortunately. And once again, it's noticeable that when the New Zealand, or rather when the Tongan players go forward, when they start to track back, it looks like a lot of hard work for them. And fitness, I think, will undoubtedly be an element in this game. And with New Zealand already out of sight, I can only fear for what may happen for the Tongans a little later on. They might find themselves clinging on for dear life, really. But you never know. We've had a few surprises already today. Here's Rogerson once again, the captain. This is a goal opportunity for New Zealand. It's going to be Rogerson himself who finishes it off. Nicely done by the skipper. Teed up Byron Heath, and Byron Heath returned the favour. And 40. And Tonga make it, or rather New Zealand make it 8. Tonga wish. It's New Zealand 8, Tonga 0, and Rogerson has his 4th goal for the game.
Goal for New Zealand under-23, scored by number 9, Logan Rogerson.
Puts him level with Fenny of Solomon Islands in terms of most goals scored in this tournament so far. Referee decides that that was an uneven contest, and New Zealand get the free kick. The magic spray there tucked into the referee's shorts for marking out the positions of free kicks and where the defensive wall should stand. I haven't seen it used in this game as yet. Corner conceded by Tonga.
Goal for New Zealand under-23s, scored by number 11, Jake Porter.
Finished it very well, put it out of the goalkeeper's reach with a little over 15 minutes plus added time to go. Tonga 0, New Zealand 10 as it stands. Bit of a chase on for that one, but it's going to beat everybody and just disappear.
And fourth goal for number 8, Lucky McIsaac.
11-0 with 13 minutes or thereabouts to go, plus additional time, so more than enough for New Zealand to overtake Solomon Islands at 13 that they racked up against Tuvalu in the first match on this ground earlier today. Tonga looking to beginning to look, I should say, rather dispirited and a little tired. They've done their best. This will be 2 goals in 2 minutes. Up steps Porter. No problem at all. Keeper goes the wrong way. Jake Porter has a couple. And he's only been on the field since the 62nd minute, so 2 goals in 16 is a pretty good return for him. And New Zealand, they have a dozen, just as Solomon Islands did earlier in the day.
By way of penalty kick by number 11, Jake Porter.
So it's New Zealand at 12, Tonga 0, and that 13-goal mark set by Solomon Islands earlier in the day, clearly under threat now. And there she goes again, the busiest person on the park,
Goal
really.
for New Zealand under 23s, scored by number 11, Jake Porter.
Jake Porter has himself a hat-trick as a substitute. And that was an absolute peach of a goal. Great skill. And the goalkeeper on this occasion was left stranded. The division really between the teams that get regular action and those that don't in the Pacific. It's there for all to see. They've not come together as a national side for almost 2 years. The New Zealand boys are in constant action at a much higher level. So there we go, the referee from Tahiti, Singh Pexri, brings matters to a halt. At half-time, New Zealand were leading by 7 goals to 0. They almost doubled their advantage, scoring 6 more in this second half to make the final score Tonga 0, New Zealand 13.
Papua New Guinea parading here, leading out the athletes tonight.
New Caledonia.
And one of the Kanaka Warriors there just putting out a challenge. I think we're going to be seeing a little bit more of this as the night goes on.
The host of the 16th Pacific Games in 17 months, they have produced the miracle that it is tonight. Champion in weightlifting, Ele Okelonge, who takes the final leg.
Winning 17 goals and 2 goals for Samoa.
The first medal of these 16th Pacific Games in Samoa beat the rain to take place at the Sheraton Beach Resort Mulifanua on a beautiful island morning on game day 1. An impressive international field of distance swimmers competed in the 5 kilometres open water swim for both men and women. Caledonia has dominated swimming events at the Pacific Games in almost every year since the Games' first outing in 1963. However, it was another French-speaking nation who spoiled the party, with Rahiti Deveau of Tahiti taking up the men's event in a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. He was closely followed by Hugo Sabanak and 20 seconds later by Benoit Riviere, both from New Caledonia. In a good result for the home nation, Sitivi So'oai Malelangi of Samoa brought home the rest of the field. In the women's race, the party resumed when Charlotte Robin of New Caledonia comfortably took gold over her countrywoman, Mayana Flamont, who ended in the silver medal position. In the third place, taking the bronze, Fijian woman Matelita Bandromo. Rahiti Deveau of Tahiti gold in a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. In silver and close behind him, Hugo Sabanak of New Caledonia in 1 hour, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. With Benoit Riviere, also from New Caledonia, taking the bronze in a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes and 41 seconds. In the women's, Charlotte Robin of New Caledonia took gold in a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes and 40 seconds. A minute behind her was Mayana Flamont, also of New Caledonia, in a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes and 41 seconds. Taking the bronze, Matelita Mbondromo of Fiji, in a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes and 27 seconds.
The holiday feeling that starts in the air. Then you emerge from the clouds to a place where your time is your own, where you have the freedom to be happy-go-lucky or pamper yourself in the lap of luxury, where you can dive into adventure, nourish your body and feed your soul. A place where you can plan every step or take it as it comes. This is your Samoan holiday, and it's always gonna be beautiful. Beautiful Samoa.